So hello everybody, back again with the Urban Investigator, but we're in sunny Ireland, surprisingly enough. Today is early October and it is an absolute beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful, really, really nice. It's like a proper summer's day. Look at that. And we are in the Midlands, the North Midlands of Ireland, which is County Longford, on the County Longford-Cavan border. And we are up on Drumhaldry Hill. So, been here a couple of weeks back home in my homeland, and it's been good. I always love coming back, love reconnecting with my friends and family, making myself useful, doing some jobs around the house for my mother. So yeah, so always kept busy, working remotely as well. So it's all good. We just bring the laptop, work during the day, and evening time I can get out and about and do some things, you know. So it's good. I don't get too bored, which is important. If I get bored, I get itchy feet, you know. I need to keep occupied, so it's one of the human conditions, isn't it? So, but you look, at the weather hasn't been great. I must say it's been a bit rainy, drizzly. Hasn't been the best weather, but today has just turned out to be an absolute cracker. For October, it really does feel like, summer today. Like the bees and the wasps are out, and little midgets, and it's warm. Literally, you could go around with shorts, t-shirt today. It's nice. I was yesterday. But I mean, when Ireland is this kind of weather, it really is the most beautiful place. It really is. And I'm not just being biased with that. Like, it's just a perfect temperature. The sun is lovely. Just the way the scenery looks, you know. The different type of plants and trees and bushes, and it's unique. You know, Ireland is unique in its own right. And, you know, it is true what they say, the stereotype is true. It's very green. Very green. You know? Like Bali can be green as well in places, but because Bali gets a lot of rain, but here it's, you know, it's just that green grass. And you don't get grass like that in Bali. You know, like Bali has lush green, large leaves and, you know, kind of more palm and jungle type trees. But whatever it is with the soil here, or I don't know, or the grass seed, it's, you know, Ireland's got this lovely lush grass. Obviously we get a lot of rain throughout the year, but it's that temperate climate that's perfect for this time of year. So here we have is some hawthorn bush, I think it is, and it gives off these lovely red berries every year. Yeah, and I've seen a few people making some sort of a drink out of these. They let the berries to collect them, and they kind of let them seep in water for a long period of time, and it's meant to be very good for I think detox. Just not sure how the actual recipe or how they do it, but yeah, I've seen a few things. So look, obviously we're here in a very rural part of Ireland, and these type of small roads are called boreens, okay? So it's an Irish word for a small road. It's called a boreen. And little history lesson. So these were old bog roads. If any of you out there that doesn't know what a bog is, B-O-G, it's where you cut turf. Okay, so in Ireland, particularly in the Midlands, there's always been a massive amount of turf cutting, okay? So, you know, not every country has bogs, but if you just look at bogs, basically it's where all the leaves and plants and all the vegetation and trees over millions of years all combined and all died and combined on top of each other to form this type of a peat, a type of a kind of a light soily type of peat that when dug out of the ground and dried, it was perfect for fire, perfect for burning fires, for keeping heat. So there would have actually been a lot of bog cutting up here. Not now. It seems like it's all been cut out. But like, I imagine that this could have been a large embankment of bog, and you know, over time people came, farmers and local people, over a couple of 100 years, probably dug it out and took it away on horse and carts. And this is why they had these little roads, and a lot of families lived up here on this hill, but not so much at the moment. But you know, over time that'll probably change. Here we have is a big bull. Hey, bull. So that's a beast of a thing, isn't it? You're not gonna mess with that guy. Animal. So I'd say he's enjoying the sun. So he's kind of he's the boss of the field, aren't you? Huh? You're the boss. So yeah, big old bull. So predominantly this part of County Longford it's an agricultural, predominantly agricultural is the main economy, and there's still a lot of farmers here, you know, a lot of beef farmers, milk farming, and it's good to see, you know. My attitude on it is that farmers are extremely important people, and they should be given more recognition, I feel, in our society, and they don't get enough recognition for all the hard work, I feel, you know. It's a tough job, hard work, hard conditions, environment, you know, cold, winter, wet, the risks involved financially, you know, they never really know what what their profits are each year. You know, there's always there's a lot of risk involved with maybe cows dying, not getting your yield maybe on crops or milk, and the prices fluctuate so much with beef and milk, and you know, fertilizers going up in price, and diesel, and Yeah, it really is. It's a tough game, and it's such a necessity. You know, such a necessity for society. We all need the farmer to make food. You know, it's just it's a staple part of civilization. So that's why I think they just do not get enough recognition. And it's a very and you know, it brings life to the countryside. Having the farming industry and economy, and you know, without the farmers in parts like here, these little towns and areas, they just die out, you know, and which would be very, very sad. You know, not everybody wants to live in apartments and on top of each other, you know. This is where human beings are meant to live, I would feel. But I love cities, I love going to a city, but don't fancy living in them long term. You know, at the end of the day, we belong at nature, and I mean, just the way it makes you feel, relax, it's amazing. It's just therapeutic, you know, and you got your own privacy. It's just brilliant. But okay, so fun fact coming up. I only heard this of a local history buff recently. So we're on top of a hill here, which is called Drumhaldry Hill, in County Longford. During the last that this part of Ireland is actually, it was actually considered one of the last strongholds of the rebellion against the British forces. So you had parts of Cork, and which is called the rebel county. So you had parts of Cork, particularly West Cork, was very staunch nationalists, and they were the last strongholds of the Irish state army, that basically the kind of old IRA that fought and put it up to the Irish or to the English establishment. That, you know, they wanted a rebellion, a revolution, and they wanted to get the British Empire out of this country. That Ireland could be a free sovereign nation of this beautiful land, and to have their own government, make their own policies. And Cork and apparently Drumhaldry Hill was the last two strongholds that, and we eventually went on to have the rebellion and regain back our sovereign right of independence of our country, which is it's great, you know. The people always wanted it, and you know, Ireland's in a good position at the moment. The economy's doing quite well. You know, there's definitely problems in Ireland, but I mean, every country's got problems, but across the board, you know, Ireland, it's in a good position at the moment. Like, it's a good country, most of it, and most of the people are pretty nice, pretty laid back, and yeah, I just, obviously I'm being biased, but yeah, I just think it's got a lot of positivity, I feel, at the moment than it has in a long time, you know, and it's got some really, really cool cool aspects that make it that make Ireland Ireland. You know, like Irish music, you know, the language, the Irish language, Irish, you know, dancing, Irish football, the Irish sports. You know, the GAA, hurling. You know, it's just it's a unique culture, traditions that that are obviously just unique to Ireland, and that is absolutely fantastic. And you know, if the people did not fight for the independence of this country back in the early 1940s and so on, you know, we would be obsolete. We would have been exterminated by the English establishment, and this country would be under British rule. This would be the UK. You know? So like when I actually think about it, my grandfather was actually born in the UK, but born here. So that's how recently these events have been, you know? But this is not England. This is Ireland. And I hope it stays that way. So a lot of sadness, a lot of despair, hunger, anguish, loneliness, and just atrocities that happened over the colonization of this country, you know? But to me, it's just a testament. I know I'm going on a ramble here, but to me, it's just a testament of the Irish psyche, of never giving up. You know, at the time, I hope these cows don't chase me out of the field. At the time, one of the most sophisticated establishments the world has ever seen, you know? A superpower of the time was the English establishment. And for this small little, at the time, less sophisticated country by a long shot. And that was definitely one of the reasons for that, is because we were colonized by the English for so long. And, you know, put down and not let to grow. Been subdued. Basically, extermination of the Irish culture, traditions, and people. But it just shows the dogged determination of the Irish people for 800 years to not give up, and that cannot be highlighted enough. You can say, "Oh, can you not get over it yet?" You know, it's important. You know, just atrocities happened everywhere. Think of the future. I mean, if you don't understand your past, you will not understand the future. And it has to be talked about. It has to be acknowledged that this is the suppression, that it doesn't happen again. It doesn't matter if it's this country or any country or any group of people, that you can't just, okay, you can forgive, but You know, don't forget. Okay, that's a little history. That's the little nationalist rebel chant over it. So let's get on with the urban investigation. So look, I just wanted to show you some of the beautiful little bit of scenery here today. You know, what Ireland looks like on a nice day, what the nature looks like, culture. So this is actually an old building that I'm not sure what it was. I presume it was probably like just a dwelling house. And funny enough, my grandfather actually built this. So he was a local builder in the area, and I actually really like it. I think it's cool. It's got character. I don't know much about it. I'd love to do like a little history research on it and just check it out. But as you can see, it's just like an old cow shed now. But I mean, it's still got a pretty good floor in it. And the walls look reasonably good. But I think there's a lot you could do with that. You know, you stick on an extension on that and you look at that view. Absolutely amazing. Just get a look at the front as well. So I presume it was like an old cottage. But it's just here idle at the moment. It's got a little sign on it, ladies. Maybe it was an old brothel. But yeah, awesome. I think it's really cool. I'd love to do it up. It's got a load of sycamore trees here, which, yeah, you know, like, they're very well planted and spaced, so, you know, the people who are living here, I would presume, would have planted these. But yeah, I like it. So I think there's a lot you could do with that. Definitely has got a lot of potential. So look, we're going to move on, and I just want to show you some, let's go out the other gate. I just want to show you another really nice view that gets the town of Arva. A-R-V-A. Arva is a little town in County Cavan, and Cavan is in Ulster, but we are currently in Leinster here. So there's four provinces in Ireland. You got Ulster, Leinster, Connacht and Munster. Just get over this gate. And yeah, so we're just located on the Leinster Cavan border. So again, look at we're on very traditional small country road here. If you drove down there about just about 200 meters, you're down onto main road, you know, pretty substantial main road that will bring you into the main towns in the area. But I just wanted to show you just something quite unique and authentic. and just a beautiful little road. So yeah, so this is Ireland. Peaceful countryside. Nice view from here as well. This is basically the view actually. So I think I might just do it here. So here we are in, as I said, County Longford. And now let's have a good overview of all the surrounding area. So this town, as we see, is this is Arva, and it's in County Cavan. That's their accent. And we can see all the way up to the UK actually, which is Northern Ireland. So obviously Northern Ireland is still, unfortunately, still in the UK. But that could change. You never know. That's cool. I like that with the pylon and the way the cable just flies across. So this is the view of Arva, County Cavan, and we can see, you can actually see turbines, wind turbines up in this direction up here, just on that kind of that mountain, which I'm not really sure what's the name of it, but I think that's all kind of Black Lion area. But that's it, guys. So hope you really enjoy that. This is my home, will always be my home at heart. Always have some good memories coming back here, and it's just a cool place. As I say, it's like the deep south of Ireland. You know, it's like the Alabama of Ireland. Very country. You know, people are really nice. You know, good neighbours, good community, strong community. Which, you know, I've done a lot of travel. I've lived in a lot of different places, and for me, you can't put a price on good community. You know, people do look out for each other and try and, as we say in Ireland, the Cayley, try and like you know, call up into people's houses, call in for a cup of tea, and see how people are getting on and have a chat, and so it's good. And obviously in Arva you got some good pubs. They sell some nice Guinness, which is good as well. Yeah, can't beat the Guinness back in Ireland. It's beautiful. But yeah, I think Ireland to raise kids is a really beautiful place. Like, it's a very family orientated place. I think it's like it's dead safe. It's got good communities, good education system, and it's pretty well connected to Europe, you know. And for anyone that's into fishing, this part of Ireland's got so many lakes. It's like a lake for every day of the year in County Cavan. So that's 365 lakes. But so that's it, guys. Hope you really enjoyed that. This is beautiful Ireland on a beautiful evening. So for me, just can't get much better than this. Just unspoilt, beautiful countryside. So thanks guys, take care, bye bye.